1 second. 1 second. There we go. Oh, you know, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to turn on my light. Light on. There we go. Yippee! All right, there we go. I forgot to turn it on. Hello. Frankie Foxes, thank you for the sub with Prime. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. I hope you're doing well. Let me scooch a little closer. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, okay. Hello, Cunning Coyote. Good evening. 'Tis a lovely day. I got pho. I got pho today. So I got takeout pho, and I have it in front of me, so I'm gonna eat it a little bit while I tell you all about my sweet, sweet nephew. What do you mean there's a hype train incoming? What do you mean? Edward, thank you so much for the resub. Happy 9 months. Congrats on your stream, baby. Another great night for Honey Stream. Oh, I have such a fun little story to tell y'all. Also, hi, Oshio. How's it going? I hope you are having fun doing art today. Probably today or tomorrow, yesterday. Because you do art nearly every day as far as I've seen. Joshua, for convenience reasons, also thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Also, Frankie Foxes, thank you again for the sub with Prime. Thank you very much. Ukar NPC, thank you for the 39 months. And Shode, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. Oh my gosh. And thank you for all the redeems, Myth and Meta. Oshio. Hey, honey, basically today. Basically did art today. Technically yesterday. Because it's 2 a.m. for me now. That makes sense. It is late for you. That makes sense. Inflaming took a wee bit, but I'm back at number 50. Big 5-0. Let's go, baby. Welcome on in. Once again, I have pho in front of me, and I just saw my nephew, so it's a lovely, lovely time. Okay, phone. There we go. My mom was messaging me, just peeking in a goblin stream for bed. Hi, I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I had a fun day. I got pho, I saw my nephew, and oh my gosh, I love my nephew. He's so cute. I saw him today, and he first thing he did was start throwing basketballs through a little hoop that his grandma got him, which is like, good move, mom. Get him a little basketball hoop. Here's the thing. This kid is 2 years old. He's 2. He already has proper basketball throwing form. Like, he has the guiding hand, the hand underneath. He jumps when he pitches. Like, this kid's good at sports. This kid is 2 and good at sports. I don't know what to tell y'all. Sports ball toddler. He is growing into a family of sports overachievers, so this does not surprise me. This is not news to me. I had trouble kicking a ball back then. My little nephew is 2. He can drop kick a ball. Like, you would think, oh, like, oh yeah, honey, he can drop a ball and kick it. Like, no. He can drop kick it. And it goes pretty far. Future baller. He's so funny. He can pass with accuracy. Like, you're like, oh, he can kick a ball. No, he can kick it to me. He can do that. I'm very proud of my nephew. Super Zimbo, thank you for the resub. Happy 48 months. Hey there, honey. Sounds like you had a good time with Neffy. Can't stay for the stream, so have a good night. Good night. You have a good one, all right? Thank you very, very much. And also, thank you for the hydrate myth. Let me do those redeems real quick. Like the punt dropkick, not the wrestling dropkick. Yeah, the punt dropkick with soccer ball. Yeah. He definitely sounds like he's really quite the kid. Yes, dropkicking a ball at only 2. Kick butt. Yeah, it's good. Happy Friday, Kanza. Listening to you talk about your nephew is wonderful. Makes me think you'd make a great Santa Claus. Could be fun. Could be fun. He's finally old enough to kind of identify Santa Claus. So he knows about Santa Claus now. Because last year I don't think he really understood. He was too young. But now he's absorbing things. It's great. A little posture check and breathe. Thank you for the save your work. I'll do that, DJ. There is a piece of work that I am saving right here because a lot has happened this week. Thank you for the earwiggles meta. Sorry, my brain has had so many things. My brain is so full. Leon, speaking of nephews, earlier we caught mine playing with the electric photo frame. Realizing he was in trouble, he turned to my mom and said, "I love you, Gumma." Such a sly manipulator. I love you. Don't be mad. That's so funny. Kanza, thank you for the reset with Prime. Happy 7 months. Welcome on back. Meta, that's a way to say money. That's so funny though. But yeah, my nephew today was very, very cute because in the past I didn't understand what he was saying. One of his favorite things to say recently is, "Where's Superman?" He loves to go, "Where's Superman? Where's Superman?" And every time he does it, because his mom wasn't around and I didn't understand, I was like, "Oh, he's in the sky. Superman's in the sky, buddy. Superman's up there." And he would go, "Where's Superman?" And I'd be like, "He's in the sky." Man, you know Superman already? Dang. But today I learned what he really meant when he was saying, "Where's Superman?" Because his mom was here when he finally did it. He went, "Where's Superman?" to his mom, and she went, "Oh, he's right here." And she pulls out his diaper bin, and it has a cape and like a mask, like the Zorro mask kind of thing in it, but his size. And so he takes the mask, gets his mom to put it on me, takes the cape, gets me to put the cape on me. He goes, "Auntie, put cape on. Auntie, put on. Auntie, put on." And I'm like, "Oh, that's what you meant. You weren't asking where Superman is. You wanted to know where you could become Superman." It was so cute. It was so funny. Because I finally went, "Oh, you were asking where your mask was. You were asking where your Superman costume was." It was so funny. He was so cute and so proud of himself. He took out his little bike. So he has a little like tricycle bike, I guess. It's got 3 wheels. It's not like the 4-wheel bikes. It's the ones the kids like sit on but push with their legs. So cute. He put on his Superman outfit and then he got on the bike and started pedaling around the kitchen and then through the living room again. And I was like, "Oh, he's so cute." And we'd ask him, it's just like, "Where's my nephew? Superman, have you seen my nephew?" And then he takes off his mask and we go, "Oh, you were Superman the whole time? What? Are you Superman?" And he really calmly just stares at you with a little smile and goes, "Yes." And we lose it. We're like, "Oh, you're Superman. Whoa, that's so cool. That's so cool, buddy. Don't worry, we'll keep it a secret. Don't worry, buddy." He did that twice. He took off his Superman outfit and we discovered he was Superman. And then afterwards he was so proud of himself. He was like, "Where's Superman?" and put it and got his mom to put it on again. And then he went on his bike around the living room and kitchen one more time. And did the exact same thing. It was so cute. It was adorable. He's so cute. I'll cry and throw up. He's so cute. He's so funny. He's very, very funny. And so after playing with him for a little bit, did you get the urge to fly on this? I didn't. I did get the urge. Here's the thing. I had to not do it because I could only see him for a little bit today. And I knew if I started to lift him up and play Superman, he would get really excited and then be really sad when I left. He'd be like, "No, auntie, Superman, auntie, uppies." And I'd be like, "No, buddy, I gotta go." Joke's on me. Because as soon as I had to leave, my mom, his grandma, was explaining to him. He's like, "Auntie has to go home now, baby. Auntie has to go home." And he went, "Auntie, go home. Auntie, go home." And he went crying to his mom. He's like, "Mom, Auntie, go home." And it was so funny. It was so cute. It was so cute. He was so upset that I was going home. He was genuinely devastated. It was so, so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. He loves me. He loves his auntie. You're so close to folding. I was so close to folding because I was 1 hour away from stream. I, it was like, I have to stream in an hour. I can't be that late. Do the math. Do the math. How long can I hang out? And then eventually I was like, no, buddy, I gotta go. Auntie's gotta go home. He's like, Auntie, go home. Auntie, go home. I haven't folded. I can't lie. Be so weak. You're strong. Here's the thing. I'm planning on taking him swimming next week. So I'm like, okay, I'll see him soon. I'll see him soon. I'll be fine. But he doesn't understand when I'll see him next time. This happened. Yeah, this happened like about an hour ago. Because like I was visiting my parents. Hi, Zooch. How's it going? But yeah, I was visiting my parents, and my nephew was there, so it was convenient. And so while I was getting ready to go, he was starting to cry, and he was like, "I go with, I go with, I go with." And so my mom was giving me a ride home, and I was like, "Okay, buddy, okay, you sure you want to come?" He's like, "I had to go home. These are my shoes, my shoes." And he pointed at my shoes and said, "Put them on, put on." And I was like, "Ah, ah, my sweet, sweet boy, my sweet, sweet nephew. I love him. I love him." Sorry, we took you away from your nephew. That's okay. He needed to go home. His mom was so tired today. She was like, "I need to go home and sleep." And so when he came in the car with me, because I had to get dropped off at home, he came with the car with me and he was having a lovely time. He was wearing his Superman outfit because he wanted to be Superman while he went, which was extremely cute and funny. I'm so happy he's like this, and he's very chill and good. Uh, but yeah, he was sitting in the car with me, and I sat in the back with him to keep him entertained. Now, here's the thing, the key thing that I forgot, the amazing thing that I forgot is that my dad has been spoiling him. What does that mean, honey? What does it mean that his grandparents spoil him? And I'm like, normally, grandparents just give them affection and like give them a little snack every once in a while. That's a healthy amount of spoiling. My father has been allowing here's okay, thing to keep in mind. He's a country boy. I did this when I was a kid. So this is not a bad thing. But but my papa has been letting him drive. My papa has been letting the 2-year-old drive. Papa, he's too young. Papa, he should not know how to do this because whenever he goes up to the car now, he goes, I drive. And I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me, young man. You do not have a license. You can't drive, sir. And so my mom, while we were getting in the car, was like, your father's been spoiling him. He's been letting him drive in the driveway. And I'm like, I see, mama. I see. Hmm. Okay, honey, let the 2-year-old drive. Here's the thing. We gave him the keys. We opened the door for him. He sat in the driver's seat with the car keys and put the keys in the ignition. And the car started to beep. Like a normal car would when you almost turn it. He hasn't figured out turning the key yet. He has not figured out turning the key yet. But it's a matter of time at this point. This baby loves car, train, and plane. He loves those things. So his mom, or his grandma, my mom, was like, okay, buddy, we can pull out the car because, he can't actually reach the pedals. So she's like, okay, you can sit on my lap and steer the wheel. We backed up the car, and then as soon as we got to the top of the driveway, we're like, okay, time to go in the back with Andy. She basically tosses him to me, and I have to buckle him in fast so he doesn't realize what's happening. And it was like, okay, bud, let's go. We're going. Let's go, Superman. Oh my gosh, Superman, what are you doing back here? As someone who didn't take much interest in learning to drive till early 20s, it's so funny. He's like the movie Cars. He does watch the movie Cars a little bit. He watches a little bit with his other aunties. I'd say you gotta be the booster seat, but honey. Artie, thank you for the posture check. And Zavarin, thank you for the resub. Happy 42 months. Kanza, thank you for the resub with Prime. Happy 7 months. It's so funny. I thought they let him watch TV for more than 10 minutes. Oh, no, no, no. Sometimes he watches a little bit of like Totoro and Ponyo. He's watched Ponyo and Totoro, but he doesn't watch too much movies. We don't let him have too much screen time, which is great. His mom is very good about that. WholesomeChildJuggling.com. Oh. But yeah. So in the car on the way home, it was lovely. It was a fun time. I got to ask my nephew if he likes certain things. I asked, like, do you like soccer? He's like, I like soccer. Do you like basketball? Yeah. Do you like pickleball? I like pickleball. And I'm like, my heart. My nephew. I love him. But yeah, so, and then, Grandma was like, yeah, he's really good. He knows the Sesame Street song. And I'm so upset that I didn't get to record it because it's the cutest thing ever listening to a 2-year-old sing Sunny Days. It is one of the nicest and most wholesome things. Does Nephew like pickles? He loves pickles. He loves fermented and pickled food. So it's good for him. Family is one of the most precious things you can have in life. Glad you're able to make all those wonderful memories with all the important people you love and care about. Mm-hmm. Very fortunate. Realize that you're going to give us cuteness, aggression, heart attack at this rate. Y'all, I have to do that every time I see him. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, my sweet nephew. Oh, I love him. Oh, excuse me. Illegally, you're going to have to find, the little guy. Also, I completely forgot that my music is off. Y'all, we've been sitting in silence. Let me get my music back on. My sweet, sweet little playlist to chill to. So if your nephew's Superman, does that make you Supergirl? I don't know. I think that makes me the stunt person that like the wires controller who lifts him up. Because next time he plays Superman and I have more time to play with him, I will be lifting him up and making him Superman. I already make him Spider-Man, and he loves Spider-Man. I will pick him up by his arms and swing him around, and it is so fun. Getting that raw, silent background experience. The sound of silence. 2-year-old singing Sesame Street sounds like the most wholesome sound imaginable. It's so cute. He doesn't know all the lyrics, but he knows enough of the tune. And he's got most of the words, just missing a couple of them. It's so good. Feora, thank you for the raid. Happy, not happy 4 months. Happy Friday. Sorry, my brain is fried. Because that's not the only thing I did today. Today I went shopping and got myself a couple decorations for Christmas. Hostile takeover. No, no. I was just telling stories about my nephew. No, no. Nemo, many thanks for the hydrate. Faye, were you playing? Oh, you're doing art. Nice. What were y'all drawing? Got to blow my nephew's mind with my knowledge of Raffi songs. It sounds so cute. That's adorable. But welcome on in, Raiders. I have pho in front of me. I am slurping up a little bowl of pho, as well as telling stories about my week and my sweet, sweet time with my nephew. He's so cute. He loves to dress up as Superman right now, and it's so adorable. I love him. Head over the snacks. No. No. They're my noodles. My noodles. Your avatar's so animated. I love it. Thank you. I made it myself. Glad you like it. His eyes got all big and I do. Baby Beluga. Sushi, would you say your food is phenomenal? Huh. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Good one. Good one, Zooch. Also, I hope you've been doing well, Zooch. I have been so busy this week. Actually, I feel like I've been busy, like, ever since a week before Thanksgiving. I've just gotten busier and busier because it's now the holidays and I have to plan things and I'm an adult now, so the magic of Christmas when you're living alone is Uh, a lot of making food and decorating to make yourself feel seasonal and during the holidays. It's fun, but also you really gotta put effort into it, you know? I was just making a joke about having pho as regular Christmas dinner. That could be good. Could be tasty. Hey, I was working on the little headers of the About Me section. Oh, cute! I like doing those. Took a peep at yours among the whole bunch of others as well as a hunt for reference that came with my own. See if you want to see. Absolutely. If you would like to share, feel free to send either a link or the images to one of the mods. There's Mithrin here, as well as Meta Fallout and Johnny the Third. Absolutely feel free to share it. Such. I can't imagine you not being busy at this time of year when you have family living nearby. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I feel like once October's over, that's when November, December, and January is like the big family months. And then it's family birthdays after that. Cleaning my living room so I can decorate tomorrow. Oh, nice. I have to rearrange some furniture. I'll probably do it tonight after stream. I'm going to rearrange some furniture. And then I got some new Christmas lights. So I'm going to try putting those around the house, making this place extra festive. I just got the light bulbs to replace my old ones. So at least the lights aren't all burned out now. It's nice. Then my money, thank you for the breathe. Okay, mods, line up. And Slime Red Girl, happy 13 months. Good day to you. Get goiled. Goyle? Are you a goyle? Are you a guy or a guy? A goyle? A guy, a goyle. My niece used to hang out with me around my desk. Oh, thank you, Myth. Ooh, that's cool. Faye, this is good. Here, let me share it over here. I can go to the art screen and y'all can see. Copy image. What is this? Here we are. Let me go to the art screen so y'all can see Faye's art. Let me check it out. Art, art, art. Become smaller. Get over here. Get over there. There we are. But check that out. Look at that. Look at that art. The About Me is very nice. I like the what's it called, the silhouette of your design, and it's lit up by the light source, which is underneath. I think that looks cool. It looks good. So each walks up to two statues. So which one of you is the Gar? Which is the Goyle? Someone is missing the intro song of Smallville called "Save Me" by Remy Zero. I haven't watched Smallville, but I've heard it's good. But yeah, look at that. Ooh, looks fancy. I love the little About Me sections in the bottom of Twitch because it's a really cute opportunity to do a chibi style without having to worry about emotes. And I think that's really fun. Made me into my wings and tail. Ooh. Oh yeah, I see that now. That's cool. I'll be refining that more next time, but that's where I'm up to right now. Nice. So it'll be even more polished afterwards. That'll be fun. I like to watch the originals Christopher Reeve Superman movies. It might actually be fun to watch some of those old movies. There is a certain charm to old movies that new movies just don't have. And I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe I'm getting to that age where I'm like, oh, some of the things in the past were better. And it's like, yeah, so a lot of things in the present are good. A lot of things in the past are good. But like, yeah, that's fine. Art. Artie, I have several questions. You do? I like this monochrome simply lit style. I'm not good at chibi, so that's what I'm doing About Me. That makes sense. I do really like monochrome art. It stands out really, really beautifully. So it's just so cool. Quality is quality, no matter the era. Jiraki's group artwork introduced me to more of the green team, other Goblin VTubers. Ah, there are many a Goblin VTuber. If I am not your cup of tea, don't worry. There's sure to be one that is. Whew. Oh, that's a stretch. I gotta eat my pho. It's in front of me. Here, before we get... Also, thank you again for sharing. I do really appreciate that. Thank you, Faye. Good luck with your drawings. I hope that they come out to your satisfaction. That's always the tricky thing with art, is they come out... Sometimes things come out of your brain and they're really good, but then sometimes it's not exactly what you envisioned, and I'm like, that is really frustrating. It's really frustrating when I am in between styles and I'm like, I can't decide what I want out of my art style right now. I just gotta do my best. I just gotta do my best. You know? Who needs another gobbo when you have honey? I mean, aside from the times the gobbo was not live for real. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of other goblins. Genuinely, if I am not your cup of tea, there will be someone who is. There's hundreds. There are hundreds of goblin VTubers. I am not the only one. Not sure if Honey was the original goblin tuber, but she sure feels that way. I was not. So the first goblin VTuber I actually saw was Pazzled Eggs. I don't believe she streams very much anymore. But that was the first goblin VTuber I saw, and she had a model by Zika Shu. It was a 3D model. It was cool. She also did V-Roid models, I think. I don't think I'm the first 2D VTuber or a 2D goblin. I don't think I was, but I didn't see many 2D goblin VTubers before me. Maybe Gobby Lynn? I think she debuted just before me. I've yet to run into another gargoyle though. Yeah, there's not too many gargoyles. I think I might know of one, but I would have to pull up their name again to find them. Well, sorry, I'm just slurping up my soup. The tracking thinks the noodles are my tongue. You may not be the first, but you're the perfect goblin to be. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gobby's cool. She's a homie. We support our homies in this house. Gobby's going through it. We support Gobby while she's going through it. Jeez. So much is happening all at once. The tracking is quite entertaining on the eating. Thank you. Let me have a little slurp. That's pretty good. That's pretty tasty. Don't mind me while I just have my dinner. Yeah, I pretty much came here from shopping and then seeing my nephew. And then immediately hopped on to stream. So you'll have to excuse me. The muncher and cruncher, that's me. I'm gonna look as I run to get some food. I am the starve, as always, really. Like, you got a second monitor real estate now at work. Nice. Get some food, Faye. Thank you again for trusting me with your community. I really appreciate it. And I hope you get some good food in you. Hope your nephew is doing well. He is. He's doing very, very well. He has a new game where he likes to pretend to be Superman. And then he reveals his secret identity to you. And when he does, you gotta act really surprised and go, "Whoa! I didn't know it was you, Neffy!" And he's like, "Yes." Yes. So cute. Love that little man. Your art was very pretty. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, right. So much has happened this week. So this week, I actually went to a Blender class. Your nephew's Superman. Shh. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. It's a secret. But yeah, I took a Blender class. So, good news. I am learning low poly modeling. And I tried learning for free online. Could not hold my attention. So I buckled down and signed up for class with a friend. So I would have an accountability buddy. And learned how to do Blender. A Blender class? You made delicious smoothies and didn't tell him? Didn't share? All for me. All for me, Jedi. Nephew's having the Superman phase. I remember this kid had a Batman phase. He's like in the superhero cars, trains, and planes sort of phase. But I guess it's, like every kid kind of goes through that. Here's one though. I hope I can introduce him to princesses and mythical creatures. The gender split with toys and kids starts very early. So I want to get him into very like soft things, not just automobiles and planes, you know? Nephew, stop right there. Me, an evil villain. A nephew. Nephew puts on super shirt. Me, Honey's nephew. That'd be so cute. For the Godzilla fans and the Misfit fans, the official there's a collab between Misfits and Godzilla? I didn't know that Misfits were still doing collabs. Little brother wore a Batman cowl every 3 months. When I was a kid, and by kid I mean like 10 to 12, I had a witch costume for Halloween. And I wore the same necklace for months after Halloween. I loved that little spider choker. It was so cute. Kids have many likes, and you gotta let them do stuff. Let them be kids. Let them have fun. But I want to make sure that my nephew watches princess movies. Because, like, I'm sure that if I had a niece, she would be shown a lot of princess movies. I want to show my nephew princess movies as well. I want to make sure that he sees, like, he's young, obviously, but throughout him growing up, I want him to see movies with people that do not look like him. Because I think that's really, really important. I think that's genuinely very, very important to making sure he grows up with different perspectives. So a bender class, chance of seeing low poly honey rises. So that was something that I was considering doing today, is designing low poly myself. But I also designed a quick low poly project that I was thinking we could potentially do today. I started it yesterday because I was like, how fun would this be? And I wouldn't have to worry about making it too complex. Is what if I made a low poly skeleton? I'm still learning. I'm still figuring out what makes what low poly, how many polygons is what. But that might be a really fun thing to do, is just do low poly skeleton for learning. Strong super cute. Thank you. Thank you very much. Almost on my soup. I want to finish dinner because I really did not eat enough before stream. Strong of you? Yep. That's me and my new style, because this model you see before you is over a year old. This is my old style. This is a little close to my new style. Then again, my style for my models versus my illustrations does look a little different. Because with models, I spend a lot more time on rendering them versus little sketches like this. I spend a little less time because I like just getting the softer, more 2D look. Bento both look great though. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sidhu mentioned how gloriously charming the artistry is. I personally really like the middle one. That one's my favorite. The middle one is definitely my favorite. I also like the one with the single flower. The profile one is also good. They all have their own charm, but the middle one is definitely my favorite personally. Aww. Noodles. I like the flowers one? Oh, wow, thank you. Piece on the left, either she's rocking a red cocktail dress while holding a bouquet, or is a forest spirit. Quite frankly, I've feared both. Both are fun. Both are interesting concepts. Alright, almost done my soup. My mouth is full cry. I thought this is the current model that was based on your current art style. So this current model is old. It is an older art style. It is still my art style. My art style has changed considerably. And that's okay. Art styles do that. They don't usually stay consistent. And if they are, the artist sometimes is not growing or learning. Rapper, thank you for the shave. You got noodles? I got pho, yeah. Delicious, delicious pho. Alright. Beautiful. I think I ate pretty much everything in it. Now just to eat the broth. Slurp the soup. George, thank you for the earwiggles. Jasper, I'm too old. Nuh-uh. Old, honey, you've been through 3 models in a bit over 2.5 years. That is true. I have gone through a couple models. It's because every time I make a model, my brain learns more and goes like, I'm just gonna make my next model. And then I keep making more models for myself. It's great. I'm constantly learning and evolving. I think my favorite is the flower dress one. She looks like she's meeting a friend with a smug, they don't know what I have planned vibe, while trying to hide the big flower bouquet she got for them. That'd be cute. Honey, what do you think of the little milk guy? Little milk guy? Little milk guy. Is that something we posted in the Discord? Let me see. Oh, oh my gosh, I'm a lot of people's favorite streamers. What the heck? What the heck? That was not what I was expecting to see when I looked at the show chat. For the T-Rex Archer. Ah, gotcha. So much art. You reacted with the milk emoji. Mmm. The milk. Milk. Oh, I love milk. I love this Finnish milk guy. He looks like the Lorax. He looks kind of like a scrungly Lorax. It's fun. The current one still looks really nice. It'd be cool if a model could just glow. Just my thoughts think glowing eyes would be cool. I can absolutely do that. So that's a setting you can do in VTube Studio. You don't necessarily need a model to be made like that. You can edit that yourself in your pre-existing model. And it's really cool. It is a very cool tool that I think more people should be aware of when they get a VTuber model, because not only does it save the rigger a lot of time, but it can also allow you to customize what kind of light you want to hit your model. You know, you don't have to go back and forth with an artist. You can instead have the glow controlled by you. It's great. Based on a tarsier. I have no idea what that is. All right. Let me slurp my soup. The bowl is bigger than I thought. Excuse me. One sec. Let me slurp again. There's a lot of soup in this bowl. Desperate. I love the cold because I'm hyper tolerant to it. I can deal with consistent negative Fahrenheit with ease, or at least I used to. I was walking outside after work today thinking it was a single digits, thinking now would be a good to layer up because I noticed my cold tolerance has been dropping a bit in the past couple years, and I checked in, it would be 27 Fahrenheit. Pretty soon I'll be too sensitive to tolerate 40s. It's okay, Jasper. It happens to all of us. Imagine you walking with a big bowl of... That's a pretty good visualizer. This thing is bigger than my head. It's not a full bowl, thankfully. I only ate half of it. But it's a lot of soup. Are you going to be taking a break over Christmas? Yes, I will most likely be taking a several-day break over Christmas, potentially the week of Christmas. Because I am going to be hanging out with family, doing some last-minute, have a nice break. Thank you. I'm not going on break yet. It'll probably just be for a little bit while I'm around Christmas time, because I see family quite a bit. But should not be too long. I don't think I am going to take time off from Christmas to New Year's. I'll probably stream a little bit. But yeah. Have a nice break. Well, I like to put that in early. It is something that I have to consider because my family is coordinating right now when everyone's going to meet up. Because family's so big, I have to do multiple gatherings. I swallowed the soup wrong. Oh. Excuse me. I love soups. They're amazing and comforting. Soups are great. Me, a Canadian, in negative 40 C weather. It's too warm for this parka. What do you mean? That's below freezing. Pretty sure that's below freezing. Desecration Demon, thank you for the posture check. There we go. That terrible feeling. Hot soup going down the wrong tube. Happens a lot. All right, one sec. I have to eat a couple more noodles out of this bowl. Yummy, yummy, yum. Okay, let's try slurping this again. Almost there. We're almost there. -40 is the exact same as -40 Fahrenheit. Fascinating. Really? I don't know enough about temperatures. I gotta learn. The bowl is so big that every time I put it up to my face to drink the broth, it blocks my tracking. Like, maybe if I do this. No, it still kind of loses tracking. Last little bit of noodles. Okay, I got this. Okay. That's dinner, baby. That's a bowl of soup. Wow. Just being able to just walk around in cold short sleeves and shorts and just vibe. You have a different level of cold tolerance. Is the bowl too big or is Honey's that small? Could be both. It could be a bit of both, honestly. Half a bowl was enough for me. I was like, ooh, yummy, yummy, yumma. That's a big portion. Had 4. But yeah, so let me show y'all what I've been working on. So I took a little Blender course because I wanted to learn how to do Blender. And let me prep this real quick. I do not know everything about Blender, but I decided I was going to start with something simple. I wasn't going to make my own model this time because I felt like that was way too ambitious. And to make things manageable, I decided let's go simple. So, excuse me, geez. This is what I started with. This one was like a little low poly design where I was like, how would I do this with low poly? And I'm still breaking down the pieces. So I decided, no, instead of going that complex, let's go with a skeleton. Really simple skeleton. Let's get it down to the basics because you already kind of have to know what a skeleton looks like for rigging a model. Not necessarily, but my brain would probably appreciate this. All I know is always delete the starter cube. Yes. The reason you delete the starter cube is because it has information that might change the settings of the box that are not the same as the boxes that you would bring into the scene. All this low poly drawing of you. I love drawing low poly. I want to make low poly models. It would be fun. But this is how far I've gotten. Here, let me show y'all where I'm at right now. This is Blender. It's an older version of Blender, for sure. But this is Blender. Oh, wait. There we go. Now y'all can see my hand. Perfect. Now, the glasses. There we are. So you can kind of see where my stuff is. It's not perfectly accurate, but it's close. There we are. I set my default file to be completely blank. Makes sense. So pretty much imported this this little image here and drew a side profile view so now y'all can see what it would look like, where it's just like, here's how I would set up the bone structure and the skeleton in this perspective. Did you make a donut? No. So very fortunately, when I went to learn how to make a character, I am super, super happy that the person who was teaching me knows that the donut is the worst way to teach someone. Why? Many reasons. The biggest being a donut itself is not interesting in a program like Blender. It may teach you the basics, but it is not particularly interesting. Instead, our teacher was like, let's make a dinosaur. And so we learned how to make a dinosaur out of boxes, and it taught us most of the basics, which is great. And I have a bunch of notes, so if you ever see me look to the side and flip through paper, it's because I am looking at my notes that I've taken. I had Tony turn into 140p PS1 polygons. I really want to. Okay, so I'll show y'all the reference of what I want to learn for these models. I'll show y'all the goal. I know it's not going to be like this, but this is the goal where I want to make it look like these kind of characters. This character is by Pre. Let me share their socials because they are extremely skilled. I love seeing Pre's work. This is Pre's Blue Sky, so feel free to check it out. But Pre's work is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning low poly work. Love this stuff. This is Kiara from Hololive. It's a fan model, and I love how it looks. It's like a little more complex than most low poly, but it's still technically low poly, you know? So, we're going to start with this skeleton. This skeleton is kind of going to be where we start from. I've already done the ribs. So, go back. Excuse me. So these are the ribs. I've kind of got a very, very simple shape to them. I've mirror tooled them as well, so you can kind of see what it looks like. And I did the spine. So that's the spine. It's not amazingly low poly, but I wanted this kind of shape to it. So that's probably as nice as I'm going to get. Next up, we're going to go with the pelvis. I'll probably scale this last one down, actually, because I feel like that would be a good thing to do. But yeah, I'm going to try to do the pelvis and maybe the arms. I might save the head for last because that might be a little bit complex, but we'll see where it goes, you know? Honey, the low poly goblin could be your new username. Could be. I think the low poly goblin, I'm sure there is another one that exists. Dinosaurs better than donut? Yeah. FYI, if you install Blender through Steam, it will automatically update to new release versions. That is good unless you want to add mods. So the reason that I have Blender, this is Blender 3.6, I think, is because a lot of the tutorials that I was looking for online in how to make your own VTuber models require some plugins and mods that are not available to later versions of Blender. And so I've downloaded like 6 or 7 of them that are only compatible with this version or previous. So although I learned in Blender 5.0, which is really smooth and really good, I like it. 3.6 is probably what I will be using because it's the most compatible with these kind of projects I am looking to make. So that is something to consider whenever you are doing a project is what version of the program am I going to be using? Not just what program, but what version. That is an important distinction to make. Joke? Gotcha. Let's get down to business to rig some bones. All right, so let's start with the pelvis. So let's switch to object mode, and then we're going to do mesh. Let's do, yeah, we'll do a cube. Okay. Let's do smaller. That'll do. Okay. So this cube, we're gonna call it pelvis. Let's move it. I want it to be a little transparent so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'm going to use the mirror tool function. Oh, look at that. I almost made it completely the correct size. There we go. Jeff, hey, 3D artist. Jeff, check it out. I'm making a skeleton. I'm learning how to make a little Blender model right now. I'm studying 3D animation and I love Blender, but I've always been intimidated by character modeling. Hope I like it. Yeah, I like it so far. So far, it's been pretty good. I am definitely still learning. And it is definitely a new skill that I'm just getting used to. So I am not an expert by any means, but that's okay. All right, do that. Faces. Nope. We're gonna delete vertices. There we go. Want to delete the vertices. And now we're gonna go to object mode, select this, select it. Come on, there we go. And then we're gonna add a modifier. Let's add a mirror modifier. Perfect, works exactly as I want so far. We can allow clipping. Well, it's not really not necessary, but you know. And now we're just gonna shape this into a pelvis. Gonna be a little difficult because pelvises are kind of tricky to make in low poly in my opinion, but let's give it a shot. It's like looking into a mirror. You would know, Jeff. It's looking into your soul. What you making? A skeleton. I'm making a little skeleton. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay. Let's go to the vertices. Trying to think of how I'm going to do this. Okay, well, first off, it has to come in this way anyways. Excuse me. This part will have to come in really far in because that's going to be the center of the pelvis anyways. Let's have this up here. Have this down here. You kind of got to think about this in a strange way because of how 3D works. But hey, oh, we'll get there. Let's see. I'm going to turn off the Bezier curve so you can see a little better. Okay. That's not awful, but let's this is the front one. Okay, good. All this up here. Oh, Miss, thank you for the gift of sub to Pokesaurus. Thank you very much. Sorry for going quiet so often. I got Sherlock playing in the other room. Yeah, it's fine. You have fun with Sherlock. Don't sweat it. You can come and go as you please. Don't let me split your attention either. Okay, but like you could be making donuts. Then you could be eating donuts. You can't eat the blender donuts. As much as I wanna, you can't. It's rough. Thank you for the hydrate, Lady Lifera. Skeleton rotation, let's go! Blend a donut. So, the really tough thing is like the blender donut is extremely boring. And here's the really tough part with me and learning stuff. You know what? I'm just gonna undo this. Whenever I want to learn something, I have to be interested in it. If I am not interested in what I am learning, then I am not going to really learn well. It's not going to stick in my brain. If it doesn't stick in my brain, then I'm not going to be learning. It's a really tricky balance for sure. Loop cut again. Okay, this is there's many loop cuts in it, but we're gonna do our best. This pelvis is gonna be tricky, but I can do it. Excuse me, be interested in nothing understood. No, not what I meant. Be interested. Have many interests. It's fun to have interests. There we go. Okay, we're gonna see how this looks. Pelvises are so hard to manipulate. Jeez. Hmm. Seiji, that seems interesting. It is tough, for sure. Who that was because I'm pushing BBC drama. Now I have an urge to make donuts using a blender, film the process, and share it as a weird inside joke. Go for it. If you'd like to, go for it. Can't say it's particularly easy at all, but it's not the worst idea. Could be fun. Who knows? Alright, let's see. This is complicated. 3D modeling is very tricky. Johnny had to step away for a bit. That's okay. Seiji. Well, this is in fact interesting. That was a pun on interest. Ah! I didn't understand it. I don't think I'm smart enough to get that one. Abandon all interest in desire to learn. Copy that. I did not say that. I didn't say that. No. Okay, this guy is way out of line. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Does this look correct? Hmm. Was she gonna put a donut in a blender? I'm not putting a donut in the blender. I'm suffering in blender enough already. Why would I put a donut in there? Okay. Hmm. Okay, this is starting to look a little more like a pelvis. Okay, okay. I think I might just have to texture some of this instead of actually doing that. Hmm. Just an idea. You could draw the front view, then extrude it and rotate to get something pretty close pretty quick. That's true. Do you mean like create the vertex? Create it with vertexes? Because I am completely new to Blender, so I do not know what I'm doing sometimes. I am learning as I do this. Hmm. Because yeah, I could absolutely do extrude it. That might actually be a smarter way of doing this actually, because this is a lot of polygons. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay. Instead of doing this, let's change this. And then Shift A. Wait, no. Let's Control A. Shift A. Shoot, how do I do this again? Okay. All I know is Ian Hubert's lazy tutorials. I know nothing but extrude was how they took flat shape and made it 3D. Yep, extrude is absolutely how to do that. Maybe. How do I do that again? Let's see, there's edit mode, sculpt, vertex paint, weight paint, texture paint, 3D port image editor, text editor out there. Woke up with an acid reflux in a bit ago and I'm gonna be lurking. Yeah, take it easy, Chilister. Good luck with that. Let's see. Skeleton is a pretty complex thing for starting, not gonna lie. Really? I thought it'd be simpler, but maybe I'm mistaken. Okay. views, toolbar sides. Sorry, I'm just looking at the textures. Not textures, options. Let's see. I think there is a way to draw. How is it done again? Let's see. No, that's not it. Add cube, transform. You'll all be bones one day. Everybody got bones. Polygon, undocumented, smooth, shrink, flatten, shear, rip region. There was a tool that I used here. I'm trying to remember how I did it. Whee! So that's not it. Best way to start to do a simple shape you're familiar with. Like a donut. Not a donut. Not a donut. Think about it. A skeleton is just a coat rack for our meat suits. Huh. You're already bones. Just several layers of ambition on top. I am quite ambitious. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's see. How to add vertex. See, this is the thing. This is why I don't usually show people my process of while I'm learning, is because I have to look up things constantly. Constantly. Let's see. Blender 3.6, how to add vertex. Mr. Same. Yeah, it's tough because some people are like, I want to see the process. And I'm like, the process is me looking things up in Google, going like, Blender 3.6 manual. How do I do this? Let's see. Okay, vertex. Right, subdivide. Well, there's subdivide and then there's actually adding it. Let's see. There was a tutorial I watched for this. Here we go. Turn that off. This is how I did it before. Okay. Nice. Let me... With YouTube pause, jeez. Oh gosh, Viceroy, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How was your stream? What were y'all up to? Let's see. Oh, you're playing Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. I hope you're having fun and a lovely time. How was it? Passel raid. What is a passel raid? What does that mean? Let's see. Block out shapes first, then worry about the topology. Oh, okay. Recommend looking at low poly or game models on Sketchfab if you need wireframing references. Yeah, I was planning on doing that afterwards. I wanted to do a model from scratch on my own and see where I can improve afterwards. Because I find that I learn a lot more from mistakes than I do success. If I do something successfully, I don't learn as much than if I challenge myself and do something poorly and then learn how to fix it afterwards. Passel is a group of possums, my mascot. I see, gotcha. Stream was good. My first playthrough of Cyberpunk. The tutorials were rough, but I'm getting into it. Really? So there's a lot of tutorials, huh? Or they're rough, at least. Johnny Smart's thinking, I am so sleepy. What the heck happened? Oh, I did a lot of running around today. I forgot. Alright, we're changing the vibe. We're changing the music vibe, otherwise I'm gonna fall asleep. But Vice Versa, thank you for the raid and welcome on in, Raiders. I hope you had a lovely, lovely stream and had fun in playing Cyberpunk 2077. I have never played it personally, but welcome on in. My name is Honey. I made my own model and now I'm learning how to make my own Blender models. It is rough going, but we'll get there. Because you're not listening to ska. True, I could be listening to ska right now. What if? Not. What if, though? What if? Whoop. Not what I meant to do. We're going to listen to a little bit more upbeat song because otherwise I'm going to fall asleep. What size canvas to use? Usually it's like 2000 by 3000 pixels in Clip Studio. But for Blender, I don't really know. I'm still learning. You listen to ska or you listen to literally anything else? I'm just saying Mustard Plug is calling your name. Mustard Plug. Drakeo, thank you for the posture check. And Steel Turtle, thank you for the save. Control S. BC's Goblin, and then learning that can make model with clip art. You can make a model with Clip Studio, saved as a Photoshop file, and Live 2D. Let me see. Okay, so this is how I'm doing it. Sorry, I'm just watching a little tutorial on how I do this. It is surprisingly a lot of work in the beginning is going like, wait, how do I do that? Looking it up. So I do apologize if I am going to go real slow for this. Song has random Spanish? Does it? It's Desperate featuring Loluet by Teddy Lloyd and Giga. Alright, we're not using subdivision surface modifiers. Okay, not using subdivision modifiers. I gotta go frame by frame because this person's tutorials are very fast, but they're very good. Oh, I see. Oh, and then we're gonna extrude from there. Okay, I got this. What an interesting way of doing it. Let's try this. Oh, that's why, because I'm in edit mode. Blender is skipping back and forth to edit and toggling on and off until you get what you want. We're going to call this pelvis 2. There we go. Okay. The model stops me here snoring. What do we do? I guess you're free to go from the class. I see, she said, holding the saw. Did find a plenty of clean skeleton model in Sketchfab I can share in the Discord. Absolutely, if you'd like. I'm definitely gonna try to do this on my own to try to figure this out first, because I wanna make mistakes. My goal is not to always do everything perfectly. It is to make mistakes in a safe environment so I may learn how to do it properly. We're gonna switch to edit. There we go. And then we're going to add a mirror modifier. And then we're going to do it on the x-axis, yeah. Then we're going to extrude. Yeah, baby. This is how it goes. This is how it begins. Stop pressing spacebar, honey. You need to stop doing that. There we go. Okay. Gonna grab this, and then we're going to switch it over to object mode, move it up. Okay, then we're gonna go back to edit mode. And then we're gonna go G for movement. And then extrude again. Then extrude again. Extrude. 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 And then scooch it over a little. There we go. Completely forgot I had salty cracks in my pantry. Ooh. Sketch artist. Do you take commissions? Currently not illustration commissions, and my model commissions just closed up, but if you would like to see the prices, absolutely feel free to check my website. I forgot to remove the form. That was the one thing where I was like, oh, that's what I was supposed to do today. I was supposed to remove the link to the form. I got busy. I got busy grabbing a Christmas decoration. Actually, well, just Christmas lights and seeing my nephew. Take a little sip again. I'm thirsty. Excuse me. What? These things happen. I hear it. They do. This is how they happen sometimes. All right. But also vice versa. If you gotta head out, absolutely take it easy. Get to doing what you gotta do. So sorry I got distracted. The name of that song earlier was Desperate Myth. But yeah, sorry, sketch. Favorite Christmas movie? Depends what mood I'm in, but like favorite Christmas movie. Does it have to be a movie about Christmas or have Christmas themes or just take place during Christmas? Klaus is a really good one, Ara. Klaus is very good. It's beautiful too. Excuse me. Sorry, right around today. I feel a little sleepy. Thanks for the posture check, Drekio. And the breeze, Indale. All the above? Favorite movie? Huh. I don't know. It's a great question. Santa shows up in Narnia. Oh, that's true. I do like Narnia. The Narnia series is fun. Klaus is good. There's also another one I'm trying to remember that I watched on Christmas. My family used to always watch Prince of Egypt because that's just what they used to do. There we go, Phil. Now it is a flat plane, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the axis, and we're going to extrude along this axis. All right, now that's a little butterfly pelvis. Let's go, baby. Not bad. Not bad at all. And now I just have to edit the shapes. Prince of Egypt's great. Princess of Egypt is fun. Man, this one's good. I forgot I could do this technique. This is a very fun technique. Good tradition in Egyptian Christmas. I do like Prince of Egypt. The musical is extremely good. Oh man, they did so much research for that film. It's a really good film. Genuinely one of those movies that I would just like to have in my house. Famous classic is The Bishop's Wife. Really? I've never seen The Bishop's Wife. Tokyo Grandparents. Ben-Hur. Christmas game is Bayonetta 2. That's a Christmas game? Good for Bayonetta getting in the holidays. All right, let's see. And then we're going to do this. There we go. These two. Okay, that looks pretty good. Honestly, I might not need to do much more other than this one and this one. Shift it forward a little bit. Same thing with these two. Shift forward a little bit more. Sorry, I locked in. I just realized I was like, oh boy, I locked in. Look at how good this looks. Okay. Okay, that'll do for now. I can texture it so that it has the little holes in it right there. I think that'll be good. I'll say nice, thank you. Can't wait till we add physics to the bones. Me too. Got the triple threat art block. No inspo, no motivation, and my sketches keep coming out looking like Doogie from a butt. Might be a good time to draw fan art of something that already exists, or try a different style, or just take a break from drawing altogether. Take a break, nice long break, and come back to it when you're feeling it. And that's okay. Sometimes the art does not feel like it's there, but it is. It's just metamorphosing. Had a bit of a ranting earlier, but I think you missed it. Oh, sorry, Red Button. I think I remember. Was it about mustard? I did a quick skim. Where's the cockings? I guess I could put it here, but I just have to edit this little tailbone bit here to make it into a little bit more of a tail. Want to draw Elden Ring fan art, but I'm always tired the designs kick my ass. Fair. If they are too tricky, try to learn how to simplify it. That could help. What is this piece? That's the inside piece. Okay. There we go. That might be good for the shape a little bit. Something like this, maybe? Sindel, thank you for the ear wiggles and hydrate. Excuse me. It's been a busy week. Jasper, thank you for the 100 shinies. I sleep, go meow. Everyone have a wonderful stream and time zone. Also, make sure to tell Honey she's cute and loved and adorable and lovely and an inspiration and an absolute girl boss. Thank you. She needs to remember these things to help Honey remember cute things. Bye. Thank you, Jasper. Thank you very much. To be fair, you're a busy bumblebee in general. True. I think I need more sleep. But also, I've been using my brain a lot recently. I am learning and resting. I think that'll do for now. Let's do the arms. I feel like that one will be a fun one to do. Because, yeah, this pelvis already looks better, and it was much faster to make. So that is perfect. I am very excited for that one. No, it was surprisingly helpful for drawing back in high school. Skylander figures. Got a decent looking picture from just looking at the Trigger Happy figure. Really? I don't know what Skylanders is, so I never thought to look at toys, but that might be a great idea if you're trying to learn. Excuse me. Whew. It has been a busy week. It's been a busy week. It's December. Things are only going to get busier. I'm just going to have to keep working hard to rest and also work hard. Maybe if I do some songs. Let's listen to some K-pop Demon Hunter. Golden, let's go. If you're wondering, the Sherlock episode plays hat under basketball. Really? It's basically Amiibo a few years ago before Amiibo, but for a specific game. Oh. Little figures you put on a platform, it lights up, and you can play using the exact figure game. That's cool. Given the throne, I didn't know to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I couldn't find my own place. Got a problem, child, 'cause I got too wild. Now that's how I'm getting paid. The real big downside of me getting tired and stressed is like it is affecting my voice, unfortunately. So I'm doing my best to be chill and nice about it to myself. Excuse me. I think I gotta make this arm a little longer. Toys to Life was a cool genre, but it got expensive. Yeah. Favorite member of Huntrix? Probably Mira. Mira's probably my favorite. She's kind of got the most personality as far as I've seen. Rumi's bad at communicating and it's frustrating. We do like Mira here. She's pretty cool. Wake up and feel like me. But these patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. Like I'm born to be. I do not need a cylinder that detailed. Let's make it so much more simple. Okay, probably only 8. Nah, that's a lot. I can still probably make it simpler. What do I want 4? Do I just want a cube? Maybe I just want a cube? On reflection, there's the will to art, but the other two aren't present. Maybe fan art's a good idea, especially since I put my columns down for emergency stuff, so I need to get the mojo. Yep. It could mean you're in a period of growth when you're having a rough time with art. Maybe I do just want a cube. Maybe I just want a cube. Get the cube in there. That might be how it does. Okay. Become cube. Be there or be square. Exactly. R. There we go. Maybe that's what I should listen to. Maybe I should just listen to some like Megan Thee Stallion. It'll wake me up. Cube. Everything is cube. Everything starts off as cube here. All right, new mirror. Let's name this. We're gonna call this arm. Do I want to make it out of one? Maybe I'll just make bicep right now. Maybe I don't want to do it this way, actually. What if I put it like this? Go into object mode and add a modifier like this. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Beautiful. Beginning, we are cube. At the end, we all return to crab. Everything starts as crab or becomes crab again. It's not always, but sometimes it feels like that. I'm gonna eyeball this because your shoulder goes kind of the bottom of your ribs. Maybe a little higher than that. Let's do... I'm gonna loop cut it here. And then do it again. There we go. And then we're gonna grab this. Whoop. Scale it down. I've listened to Megan in a hot minute. Me neither, yeah. It's the first music I'm listening to where I'm like, I'm not falling asleep. Okay, good. I gotta be awake. We're gonna grab this. Not that. There we go. Grab the pivot point. And I'm gonna rotate. What the heck? There we go. Oh, it pivots from there. Never mind. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Maybe I'll duplicate it instead? Okay, let's how am I gonna do this then? What's the plan for the stream? Mostly just messing around in Blender trying to figure it out. Maybe if I just get rid of this. So I have to make the pivot point. Oh, I have to make its new origin point. Ah, okay, to the notes. Okay. That's a modifier. Okay, Takedown is a good song for this. There we go. Surface project. Right click. There we go. Set origin to 3D cursor. Yeah, there we go. Let's go, baby. Okay, it's close. Not quite. Oh, you're the master of illusion. Look at all the masses that you're fooling. But they'll turn on you soon, somehow. How could you sleep or live with yourself? There we go. That's how you rotate it. Okay. Put the wire mesh again. Thanks for the alert, DJ. You have a good night. Welcome in Bird Show Animation. I hope you're doing well. Also, so sorry if I'm just chilling doing Blender right now. I learned a new skill and I am very excited to practice it. I want to learn to make 3D low poly models because I think it would be extremely fun. Because if I learn how to do that, can you imagine the fun stuff we could do all in 3D? It would be sick. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. "3D honeybee and get a redeemed spinner. Spin like she's on a microwave." Okay, that's pretty good. We're going very simple, kind of low poly, so it doesn't need to be the sharpest. What I might do is I might subdivide this, though. Alright. Control R, loop cut. Oh, it loop cuts that way. Okay, that's fine. In a little bit. See what bones look like? There we go. Okay, that's a little more bone shape. Okay, okay. Is that what the bones look like? Let's see. The anatomy knowledge, save me. A little bit of weird bluish greenish gray. Finally do a backflip live on stream like you've always wanted to. I could finally do a backflip. It would be lovely. One sec, I have to look at what a skeleton looks like. Skeleton. Skeleton. Okay. Oh, interesting. It's a lot more rounded. Okay. So weirdly enough, this one. So we're gonna delete this vertice. Shoot, not what I meant to do. Let's just undo this. You got a dark side, guess I'm not the only one. What if we find a way to escape it? We could be we can't fix it if we never face it. Let the past be the past till it's weightless. Scale it down. And then too far. There we go. Okay. That looks good. This one. There we go. Okay. 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 Not bad. Not bad. We could be free. Call this the arm. So take my hand, it's so bad. What if we what's broken? There we go. It's snowing bird show. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So try to draw along. Ooh, have fun. Oh, let us stretch. My sister-in-law caught a sick. The dogs have been keeping her company. Oh no! Oh no! I hope she feels better soon. Thank you for the lurk, American Blitzkrieg. Oh, love to see Honey face play live on camera. Faceplant. It could be fun because one of the reasons I want to learn to make a 3D model is because I am quite a do-it-yourself kind of person because I don't like now this is just for me. This is not something that is bad for other people. I need to stress this. I personally like to understand how the things I use work. If I don't understand how they work, I don't know how I'm going to fix them. And that makes me more nervous to do it, especially with specialized technology. Stuff like fridges, TVs, microwaves, and stuff like that, I can probably get someone to fix it. But with computers, models, and the like, it is a lot harder to find exactly what you're looking for because it's such a specialized field that is not really official. It's a lot of not how do I explain this? It's not a standardized field. There's no standardization for it. There's just what looks good and what works good. And there's a lot of varied results with all of it. So I would really, really prefer to learn how to do it myself so if it breaks, I can fix it and I know that I did something wrong, you know? How'd you make your VTuber? I went to art school. I didn't go to art school to become a VTuber. I just went to art school and then the pandemic hit. And I had experience with drawing, and so I drew, and then learned how to rig my own models. And that was really fun. It was really good. It was a good skill to learn personally because I like it. It is absolutely a tricky skill to learn that's very specialized field, but it is fun. It's a good one. The really frustrating part about looking up like YouTube playlists is like it'll give you the music videos. Soundtrack. Soundtrack. So I want the soundtrack. I don't want the music videos, you know? Let's see. Let's mix this playlist. Shuffle play, baby. There you go. K-pop and rigging. Sounds like such a fun skill to have. The great thing about it is I learned from watching people online. So most of the knowledge I have is from tutorials that I found on YouTube. It's great. It's extremely helpful. Rigging models is extremely fun, which is why I was so excited to learn how to rig 3D models. I think it's a lovely skill that I am so excited to have. Let's see. Let's try to add a new one. So I'm going to try to add an arm, and then I'm going to try to add a hand bone, but I have no idea how that's going to go. So I'm going to kind of wing it a little bit. Good evening, Isolette. Let me stretch. I thought ham boning, you say. That's how I live life, winging it. Sometimes a lot of us wing it a lot more than others. Excuse me. Since when did artist tape get more sticky than masking tape? It shouldn't be, but like the green tape is usually pretty good. I thought the hand bone was the carpals. Maybe I'm wrong. So I'm kind of doing it in a way that's not quite accurate to what it looks like in real life, but is still good. See, we're getting the skeleton here. It's looking pretty good. And once I learn how to texture it, it's gonna be a good skill to have. Because once I learn to texture it and then I add bones, I can potentially turn this into a VR chat model, which will be extremely fun, and I'm very excited for that. I just have to learn how to do it. Don't wing it with your whole life. Trust. Yeah, don't wing everything, but you can wing a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. Okay, let's add another one. Okay, so this is the arm. I call this a spine. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay, okay. Arm time. So we're gonna object mode, Control A. Let's do another. Do I want to make them mesh together? That's the question. Yeah, let's do a cube. As in simple cube. There we go. That's probably around the right length. Honey showing up to jump into your chat is an anatomically accurate skeleton. Here's the thing. Walking around as a skeleton in VR chat could be extremely fun. I want to learn how to do it. The main goals for making this is getting it into VR chat, learning how to make it work, having a lip syncable mouth, like the skull mouth, and the eye blink and look in eye direction. I think that would be ideal goals for me, because if I figure that out, we're good. We're Gucci. That is the basics of a trackable face model. Eye direction, blink, and mouth open with shapes. I'm going to worry about the shapes later. I'm just going to worry about opening mouth with this. Not just that. Imagine walking around with your own handmade skeleton. It would be so cool. I'd be so proud of myself. It would be quite humorous. If you're an American or Canadian, Blick artist tape has hella grip, and it's kind of a problem for what it's supposed to be. Really? I am less of a physical art medium person. I am very much in the realm of digital is my strong suits. Knocking you out like a lullaby, singing that sound ringing in your mind. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you. I see what I did. How it's done, done, done. How it's done, done, done. How it's done, done, done. Hear a voice unwavering, till the sun defeats the night, making fear afraid of it, till the dark meets the light. Ugh, such a high note. I just got here. What's this again? I am making a skeleton for VR chat. I'm basically working in Blender to make a skeleton. I'm learning it, and so we're kind of just doing our best with it. Show you how not traced quick how it's done, done, done. Whoop! I don't want to scale that yet. How am I gonna do this? Hitting the height note and still laser focused on it. Yeah, it's fun. I like singing while I do art. How am I gonna do this? Okay. I think I'm just gonna scale this down. What if instead I'm gonna separate it. There we go. What if I split it again? And then because so the forearm bone is two bones. If you look at your hand at its palm and then switch to the back of your hand, the pivot point at your elbow doesn't move. The two bones stay solid and stuck, but the two bones in your wrist overlap each other. And so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to draw that and rig that, because there are twist bones, and I just have to learn how to use twist bones to make things look really good. So that's where I'm at right now. Are you making a skelly? Yes, I am making a skelly cyber. I'm having fun making a little skeleton, and it's pretty nice. I'm having a good time with it. To quote my favorite whip-cracking archaeologist, plan on making it up as I go along. That's me, baby. That's me sometimes. Nice, hope you're getting the hang of Blender. So much stuff to learn doing it. Yep. I talked to the teacher that I was learning from. She went, and now you know the basics of Blender. And she was like, you know about 5% of it. And I'm like, really? 5%? Okay, don't want to leave the vertices. I just want to get like the faces. There we go. 5% of Blender knowledge acquired. 5% faces. There we go. Now I can fill these. I want to grab these. Oh, wait, no, I want to grab these. And then fill for the face. There we go. I'm going to look up references for what the bones look like again, but there we go. I'm learning! 5%, that high? Yeah, it was pretty good for a quick lesson. I also thought, thank you for the breather, Deem. And also, Suligar, thank you for the reset with Prime. Happy 25 months. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back to resubscribe. I recently was told my work in Japan wants to offer me a permanent position as a foreign teacher coordinator, so hopefully that goes well. I hope so, Sulingar! Good luck, that sounds like so much fun. Ziggy, I've been learning 3% scanning. I feel about 5% knowledge. Yeah, there's so much in this program that I do not know, but I'm just doing my best. As an Edward, thank you for the 500 shinies. I requested a commission using the reference sheet method that you shared with us, and the artist was super thankful for it, so I wanted to say thank you. I'm so glad it worked! Oh, that is excellent! I'm very glad that it could help because, yeah, I realized that not a lot of people know how to put a reference sheet together, and that is knowledge that is not really taught. It's kind of assumed that you would have a character sheet before you do commissions, but a lot of people wouldn't have that, and so I'm glad that the information I shared was helpful. 5% or 1/20th. You know what? When you put it that way, it sounds like way more than it actually is, so good for me. One sec, I have to look at a skeleton again. Okay, how does the bone look like this? Oh my gosh, bones. Okay, okay. I'm kind of seeing it. Okay. I'm just gonna model it. It's already kind of the shape I want it to be. I just have to make it look a little more like bones. I'm gonna make this a little bit more Control R cut. Control R, we're gonna cut this again. There we go. Okay, we're actually gonna take this out. Push this in for the bone. Bones are so strange. Like, I don't know the full extent of how strange they are, but the body is strange. It's not easy to explain. We're absolutely gonna move all of these back here, though. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't do it that way. Instead, I should grab this and scale along the y-axis, SY. Nope, I shouldn't do it that way. I should do it in object mode. SY, scale this way. Yep, that works. Good. Okay, this looks a bit more, maybe a little smaller, actually. SY. There we go. Okay, this will do. And then for this one, Control R for loop cut. You see how big 5% is depends on context. You know, you're right for that. You're right. It's a good chunk. Scale in a little bit. R. This is kind of what it looks like. Bones are weird, so I'm kind of just guessing a little bit. Oh, I need to rotate it a little bit. Rotate. Rotate along the y-axis. Or z-axis? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Getting closer. X. There we go. Okay, this should look a bit better. There we go. That looks straight. Jeez. Can I tell you something sad? I mean, I guess if you'd like. So far as you're not trauma dumping, then yeah, because that may be suited for a professional therapist, which I am not. Sugar Maple, thank you for the 500 shinies, by the way. I'm glad that it worked. I'm still thinking about that, where I'm like, yeah, I guess not a lot of people shared how to make a reference sheet. What made you decide to go with cute golf for your avatar? It was just a character that I had already, and I was interested in streaming, and I was like, oh, why not? And so here we are. How is using Blender on a tablet using a pen? I've been thinking of switching to mouse and keyboard. I'm using mouse and keyboard. I am not using a tablet and pen. The screen is technically on my tablet. I am using my mouse. I got a mouse pad for just wrist support so that I could play in Blender without hurting my wrist. And honestly, it was a good investment. It was a good idea. Meta, thank you for the hydrate. Edward, it was so helpful, especially the part where you're talking about how you don't need to be able to draw well. Stick figures will do. Yep, absolutely. A lot of people underestimate the power of stick figures for artists. Almost all of our drawings start as stick figures. That's how we start with a gesture, and that can really help us to break things down. So I'm very glad it was helpful for you, Edward. Water bottle nearly empty. Hi, Sylvix. I'm not sure I quite understand Bird Show, but I hope everything's okay. Well, it's adorable, and I love how you rig the ears and eyes to accentuate emotions. It's well done. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I worked hard on it. It takes a lot of practice and know-how, and whew, it's a lot. But it's very rewarding once you learn how it works. Forearm. Whoop, that is capitals. Move aside collection control to link, shift to parent. Shift? What if I put it there? Okay, let's make a new collection. How do I make a new collection? Right click, new collection, there we go. We're gonna call this the arm. I'm still learning how to layer everything in terms of hierarchies. Blender is a little complex like that. I'm still learning how to do it. Also, hi, Sylvix. Oh, this is a fun song. Okay, next up, let's see about hands. Do I want to do hands or do I want to procrastinate hands for a bit? Let's see. If I change to object mode, does this move? How do I parent? Select hierarchy? Unlink. I'm still learning how to do this, so we're figuring out. Right now I figured out the modeling part, but that's about it. Maybe if I make a new one? If I put this into here. Put this into here. Um, now if I do this, nope, still moves it. Okay. I don't know how this works. Okay, so we're just gonna make the pieces and deal with hierarchy later. Guess the good side of modeling skeletons, you don't have to attach the thingies to the palm. Yep, I don't have to attach things. That's kind of one of the big things. I don't have to worry about, hopefully, as many pieces mixing together when you're adding bones. Is like I don't have to worry about the gravity affecting because they shouldn't have a lot of gravity affecting them with the UV mapping. Oh, little stretch. Thanks for the posture check, enemy feed. Oh, so sorry today's a sleepy stream. Oh, I'm just chilling. I had a long week recovering. Cuba, you got me reading Witch Hat. It's so, so cute. I'm absolutely loving it. Witch Hat is delightful. I am glad you are enjoying it. I'm very, very glad you liked the recommendation. It's a very, very fun series and brings up a lot of very ethical, like very fun ethical questions, like, or moral questions where it's like, what if this? What if only this was accessible to this people? It's very, very good. I still remember the first time I saw Honey was a clip on YouTube where she was showing how far the ears were rigged to her eyebrows. Ah, yeah. Yep. Thankfully, nowadays, I am not the only one doing it. A lot of other VTubers have very much adopted it, where it's like, oh yeah, why not make the ears really expressive with eyebrows? It's so fun to see. I love seeing when models move with such animation. It makes me so happy. Meta, yeah, I'm pretty tired. Oh yeah, me too. But that's okay. I want to at least finish modeling and then I will learn how to make hierarchies later. For now, we do our best. Baby cream mama, lipstick mama. What? What? Why does it break when I go into edit mode? Oh, I see. That's why. Nope, I don't see. Don't know why. Why is it breaking in edit mode? What the freak? But only when I have the spine selected. Interesting. Okay. Maybe if I can flatten the Bezier curve? I don't know how to do that. Pretty sure the first saw Honey at the Weary 101. Either that or it was one of her clips singing Steven Universe songs. I did like Steven Universe songs. I still do. It's nice. They do put me to sleep though, unfortunately. I'm trying to stay awake now. What happens if I do this? If I add a mirror modifier here. Oh, it just does it to the pivot point. I see. Nope. Where'd it go? Oh, it's all the way down there. What are you doing down there? Uh, going so high? Huh, huh, get back down here. Where'd it go? Why'd it go so high? Okay. I'm still learning with this. Jeez. Myth we're learning. I'm just exploring. You're just going. Currently, I'm confused about the stream schedule. Oh, yeah, Jaku? Currently, my stream schedule is Mondays and Fridays at 6 p.m. PST to 9 p.m. Or at 6 p.m. PST or 9 a.m. EST. 9 p.m. EST. Oh my god, I even messed it up there. No wonder you're confused. I keep saying it wrong. Monday and Friday evenings, Saturday mornings, PST time. That thing had to go as people needed it. He needed to go. It needed to go. Jeez. I don't know where it's going, but he got to go somewhere. All right, instead I'm just going to make a new one. None of us are out here on our own. Let's put this here. Get in there. Where is the Surface Project orientation? There we go. Okay. It's not quite there yet. I'm trying to get it to the center. It is so, so difficult. There we go. Ah! Stop it! Okay, I have to move this here. There we go. Surface project. I have to look at my notes. Okay. Right click. Set origin to 3D cursor. Okay. Okay. Shift A. Cube. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Why won't it... Did it create... Oh, it created a new one. I see. Uh... Okay, I see the problem. I see the problem. Please, put this back. What's the hotkey for this? Is it Z? Nope. Where's the hotkey for this? How do you reset the cursor? Sorry, I'm just reading. Oh, it's shift S. Okay, what if? Yes, okay. Thank goodness. Whoa, finally. Okay, good, good. Okay. My mom's gonna be here in 20 minutes. Mother! Okay. Geometry to origin. No! Set origin to cursor. Yes! Okay! Wah! Okay. Now, if I add a mirror modifier, it did not work. It did not work. All that work for nothing. Just kidding, it did work. What the? What the? It did it down there. Why did it do that? What? Oh, wait a minute. I don't know why I did it that way. But now we're doing it this way. It's flipping the y-axis. It's flipping on the wrong axis in every direction. So maybe I just... Okay. 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 Blender is extremely confusing. Okay. Why is it so... You son of a... I see. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. My mom's gonna be here in 20 minutes. I might have to wrap up stream a little early. Sorry, y'all. Because my mom's here and she's dropping something off, so I gotta make sure. Okay. This is what I mean by like my life is very busy constantly all the time. Geometry to origin. No, don't set geometry to origin. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, what about here? Okay. Looks pretty good. Thank you, Pyrohound. If you gotta call it, you gotta call it. My mom's dropping stuff off and it's like, this is fine. She's so funny. I love my mom. She's funny. Okay, we're gonna finish this. This is what I mean by like December is always really chaotic for my family because everyone's running around constantly doing things, preparing for the actual days, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed constantly. But it's okay. That's just life. We make do, you know? Mirror. Please. No. Why? Why are you doing this? What did I ever do to you? Okay. This is what I mean by like, yeah. Oftentimes I am a little more testy with learning. I've always had this question, honey, do you do PNG tuber models? I would like to start doing streams as a VTuber, but I don't have the ability or money to get a model. I do PNG tubers. I haven't really done any before, but I don't see why it would be too difficult. I would just have to learn a quick program. And it would be a matter of choosing which PNG program you would like and what kind of movement you want if there is movement. It's kind of just figuring out what you're looking for. Bone down, bone down. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm gonna do this the other way now. Okay. This is fine. Okay. R. Now control R. Alright. No, don't you. There you go. Go back to the world origin. Now, I select you. Delete you. Yes. I select all of you. And then I add a mirror modifier. Now I scooch this. Aha! Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll just redo the arm with this. It wasn't too complicated. I can absolutely do it again. But this is a learning process. There we go. Okay. What music is this? This is I Am by IVE. It's a K-pop. It's good. Hi, little blah. Welcome in. Fuckbird, thank you for the save. It is a star. Thank you for the earwiggles. Let me do that. So save. All right. Thanks for the breathe, Anya. Okay. We got this. We got this. I could do this. I could do this. I can totally do this. This will be fun. This will be fun. No, don't rotate it. Control R. I want to cut it. Make it a little thinner. Okay. 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 Let's see. Go along the x-axis. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. 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 Sounds similar to Golden? The one previously? A little bit. I don't know if they have the same singers. Sweet. Why did you do that in such a mood? Me whenever I'm working with an unfamiliar program. Even with a familiar program, I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? What was the point? This reminds me of how much I do not miss doing CAD in school. 3D programs are tough. 3D artists deserve a lot more respect. I don't get how they do things. It doesn't all make sense. And that's fine. Nope. Okay, this one too. This one. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that so far. What if I do this? This does kind of look good, actually. Instead of doing the in-between ball joint, maybe I'll just have this part come like this. That might be a little slicker, actually. Would it look good from this side, though? Maybe. Okay, okay, okay. We're almost there. Save. So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside. Oh, lies, ready lies, living and high, baby, nice try. Think I'm gonna get the towels out of the dryer and take a nap. Wait, we're wrapping up in like 20. Still get the towels. Yeah, we're wrapping up in like 10-ish because my mom is coming and she's dropping off some stuff, so I gotta go pick it up. Good night. You wearing the glasses today? I am, and I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So it's in 12 hours. It'll be nice because hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. But if I don't, maybe I'll get some caffeine. Maybe I'll go out to get some coffee in the morning. You'll get to see, well, you might get to see caffeinated honey. Sees a skeleton, you say. Hello, Steez. Check this out. It's a skeleton. It's looking not bad, honestly, for what I've been doing. I just started learning Blender. I took a lesson yesterday, and it's looking okay. We're wrapping up in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Sorry, my accent got you. CAD is a whole other beast. I tried learning a little Fusion 360 for a 3D print, and it was a lot. I don't know, seems kind of bare bones to me, honey. I see we got a funny man on our hands. I see. Hey, Jaku. Hey, it's me without my flesh and skin. It's you! It's you! Just extra naked. Probably the most naked you'll be. Caffeine is ambrosia. Caffeine gives me headaches, but sometimes it do the job that it was sent out to do, which is wake me up. Wake me up before you go. Illusion. This is called a femur. So we're going to call it a femur. Wow, makes sense. Bones produce blood, meaning any reanimated skeleton should be covered in blood. It would be a bleeding skeleton. Well, I was voted most likely to make it his personality in high school. That's such a specific category. For some, yes, caffeine headaches are horrible. So far, I haven't had that problem. Good for you. I have sensitivity to caffeine. Happy skeleton noises. Holy calcium. Okay. I just gotta learn how to parent things properly. But for now, we're just worrying about the modeling. It's fine. Movie over. Move it. No. There we go. Big cans. There you go. Make some big old bones. Sorry, I'm just looking something up right now. Trying to figure it out. Sorry, I'm just vibing to it. See, it was weird school, but I've also been learning 3D sculpting and to make my own miniatures. Ooh, that should be fun. I'm learning 3D modeling so I can make low poly VR chat models. I think it'll be fun. Love it. That's very humorous. Why, thank you. Don't get headaches. Apparently, I'm 4% of the population. There's a lot of people don't get headaches. All right, last hydrate of the evening. Thank you, Tungsten. All right. All right, water bottle is now empty. Let's go. VR chat, low poly skeleton will go hard. I'm so excited for it. Low poly seems really fun. and I'm very excited to learn how to do it. We're almost there. I just have the head and the shins and the feet, and I think that should be not too bad. All right. Let's see. My mother should be here in about 5-ish minutes. So, I think that's a pretty good place to take a stop. That's pretty good. Honestly, not bad. I got the pelvis, the arms, and the legs done in 2 hours. For a beginner, that's pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with this. Good stuff. Hi, honey, mom. Mother chat says hello. What do you have to say to the public? Should probably just say hi. As far as looking good, thank you. All right, let's go see who is awake right now. We might work on this tomorrow. We'll see. I might do sketches instead. Pestle, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. Happy December. Holy cow, some you're fascinating. Thank you. This is I intentionally went with a really simple model to see how I would learn this and see how it goes. I learned Inventor, SolidWorks, Pro E CREO, and then went to Blender. It was so different, but I like the freedom it has. Blender has a lot of powerful tools, and genuinely I am trying to navigate it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's very hard to learn when you first start. That's why I specifically signed up for a class. And now I understand it a lot better, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Okay, I see. I see how some of this works. I see how this would make it useful later, but harder early, you know?" You're pretty cool. Thank you. Blender lore is also wired. I do not know the Blender lore. Perhaps I will get to learn it tomorrow. Could be fun. Finding what we're running from. We can't fix it if we never face it. What if we find a way to escape? We could be free, free. Let's see the past and let's weightless. Let me just make sure. Hey, Dr. Squawk. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just wrapping up stream because my mom is showing up early. So I have to pick up what she is dropping off really quickly. And so I'm going to wrap up for the evening, and then I'll be streaming in about 9 hours. So it'll be fun. Having a femur dream. I only know the CEO of Blender is a good man. Oh, that's good to know. If y'all start in Blender like myself, the donut tutorial is never a bad place to start. It is not bad, but I couldn't get through it. I got so bored of the tutorial that I was like, no, I ain't doing that. I can't do that. And so instead, I took a class, and it worked pretty good, honestly. She doesn't want Honey Mom to meet us. No. No. I don't want her to come on stream. I don't know if she knows. I don't trust her to not break kayfabe. It's very funny. She's probably fine, honestly, but it's like I don't want to spring it on her without warning, you know? I knows you Rizzer mom. Maybe. I don't know if I can handle that. Oh, she's here. Okay, so let's go say hi to... Excellent. Let's go say hi to Vivi. Vivi is a lovely streamer. She, they pronouns. She is doing a porcelain doll right now. So I'm very curious to see what that's about. But I will be streaming tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST or noon EST, depending on your time zone. We are just going to be taking it easy and chilling. Been so tired and exhausted today, but I'm glad your stream is here to brighten my day. Thank you, sketch artist. So sorry I have to wrap it up so abruptly. I gotta go down and help my mom because I don't want her carrying a lot of heavy stuff. She might hurt her back. So I want to make sure that she's okay. Good bones. Excellent. That's a great message. Good bones for a raid message. All right. Vivi is lovely. If you have questions about model making or art in general, Vivi is an excellent source for that. Vivi makes her own models as well as takes clients and makes models for her clients. Genuinely, I think she's a great person to go visit. Thanks so much for having us today, honey. Say hi to your mom for me. Thank you. Y'all have a good time, okay? Be good, have fun. I will see you in the morning for a little bit of breakfast and perhaps more art or blender. We're gonna see how it goes. But yeah, good night, y'all. Thank you so much for coming today. Get some sleep. Bye bye.